Bruin line, down the slide, Dixon shoots, he scores! Patrick Kane with his 41st on the season. The NHL's leading scorer adds another.
Patrick, congratulations on a great regular season. 46 goals, 60 assists for 106 points, all career highs for you. Is this the type of regular season you felt like you were on pace for over the past few years?
Yeah, I think so. I think this year probably definitely took off to a different level as far as, production and points. But, I'd like to think the last, maybe 2, 3, 4 seasons, I was trending in this direction. So, I think it helps when you have an efficient power play. I think it helps when I was playing with my 2 line mates. We had a lot of chemistry with Panarin and Anisimov, and just got off to a good start, and things kind of clicked throughout the whole season.
You're the first American-born player to win the Art Ross. What does that honor mean to you?
Oh, I mean, it's exciting. I think, I take a lot of pride in being an American kid, and whether it's playing for the U.S. or playing in a great city like Chicago and just being an American. It's kind of surprising to hear that no one else has won the Art Ross Trophy from the United States. So I think I'm lucky and fortunate to be the first one to be able to do that, and I'm sure along the way and down the road, hopefully there's many more American kids that can take home that award.
You mentioned your line mates being a big reason for your success. Artemi Panarin's had a heck of a year as well, 9th in the league in points. How quickly did you know that he was a top-level talent?
I think right away you could kind of sense it, and then he was kind of out for a little bit throughout the preseason with a little bit of an injury, and then he came back in his first game right away. You could tell he was going to be a special player.
Kane's got it, fed the slot, Panarin shoots and scores! Artemi Panarin with his first National Hockey League goal off of a perfect setup from Patrick Kane.
I didn't know that we were going to be playing together or if we were going to, mesh as well as we did, but it kind of worked out that way where we started on the same line. With Anisimov in the middle, had some chemistry, and slowed down a little bit, but at the same time, pretty much kept that production up the whole year. So, very skilled player. One of the better players I've seen on his edges as far as churning and getting to lose his defenseman. And he's got a lot of skill and he's focused too. So when you put that all together, you get some good results.
And it seems like you and Panarin have gotten pretty close in just a short time. What's your relationship like with Artemi off the ice?
We're very good friends. Like to joke around with each other, like to pick on each other, I think we like to push each other too to kind of get the best out of one another and make sure we're playing to the highest level. So it's been a great relationship so far. I'm looking forward to seeing it grow too.
So it's the St. Louis Blues in the first round. They have the 3rd best record in the NHL. You guys have the 5th. Are you prepared for a pretty challenging, difficult first round series?
Yeah, we played them once before in playoffs. It was a tough series. Played them many times over the past years. Kind of know what to expect from them. They're a physical team. They like to play physical. They like to play that big, heavy game. And over the past maybe 5 years, they've been one of the top teams in the NHL. And I know they're trying to look to get over that hump too and win a playoff series. So it's going to be a tough out for us, and we're going to have to be ready every game, obviously. Hopefully we can start off the right way.
Last year you win the Stanley Cup having home ice in just one of those 4 series, and you guys have been pretty good away from the United Center in the playoffs in your tenure here in Chicago. You don't have home ice against the St. Louis Blues, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be an issue for you guys given your history.
Obviously you'd love to start at home in front of our fans. We feel we have the best fans in the league, but who knows who the advantage goes to. If you're a road team coming in, you could steal 1 or 2 games all of a sudden. Maybe you have the upper hand in the series. So I think, starting on the road sometimes not a bad thing. We've kind of preached that over the past, few years in the playoffs to try and start off, win one of those first 2 games and kind of see if you can take home ice back. But we've done well in both situations. Who knows what's going to happen down the road, but I think for this series, obviously we're starting on the road. Worry about that and see where we go from there.